I need to tell you about a conversation that happens all the time with my clients. A brilliant senior leader says, I finally told my CEO exactly what role I want next. I was so clear about my goal, but somehow the conversation fell off. And I always have to break some bad news to them. Declaring your next role at the executive level does not make you look ambitious. It makes you look like you're still asking for permission. What most high performing women don't understand is there's a huge difference between mid-level career conversations and executive level positioning. At mid-level, raising your hand works. You state your goals, you show how eager you are, you ask, what do you need to do to get there? And that's appropriate when you're climbing the ladder. But at senior levels, that same approach will completely backfire. The moment that you position your ambition as a request, you just told the organization that you are a candidate waiting to be evaluated and not a leader who's already operating at that level. Listen to how this usually sounds. I've been really proud of what I've accomplished in this role, and I would love to start working toward a VP position. What would I need to demonstrate to be considered? And it sounds professional, right? And it can even come off as confident. Wrong. What you just did was you just put yourself back into the posture of proving. You basically said, please evaluate whether I'm ready for something I don't currently have. Here's how actual executives handle this conversation. They don't declare ambition, they demonstrate what's needed. Instead of asking to be considered for a bigger role, they frame their current scope in terms that match already the level of that role. So it sounds like, given that I've been directing enterprise strategy across 2 business units and making decisions that affect our market position, I just want to make sure that my authority and compensation are aligned with that level of responsibility. So do you see the difference? One is ambition waiting to be approved. The other is what's next waiting to be acknowledged. The first conversation says, do you think I could handle more? The second says, I'm already handling it. Let's make it official. Here's what I've learned from watching and teaching executive advancement is that the people who get promoted are not the ones asking for bigger roles. They're the ones already operating at that level who simply need the title to catch up. So the real question isn't, have I told them the role that I want? It's, am I already being read at the level I want? Because ambition framed as clarity keeps you in some kind of candidate pool, but ambition framed as what's next positions you as a non-negotiable. So stop asking to be considered for the next level and start operating like you're already there.